would mean that the batsmen would enjoy themselves, and Prithvi Shaw led in his debut test innings. 134 of 154, partnership of 206 with Cheteshwar Pujara, who put on 86 in his home ground. Kohli not out 72, Rahane 41, everyone but KL Rahul missing out. From the West Indies side, Shannon Gabriel, the pick of the bowlers. Those figures don't do his efforts justice, and Sherman Lewis with the wicket of Cheteshwar Pujara. Wickets shared between the spinners too. Ajit Agarkar and Courtney Walsh to look back at that day on ESPN Cricket for Match Day. How do you rate that from India? 364 at the end of the day.
Yeah, perfect day for India. Maybe a couple of guys who missed out, Rahane after getting set and Rahul at the start. But apart from that, a young debutant coming and scoring a big 100 is exactly what you need batting at the top of the order. So yeah, perfect day on a perfect pitch for India. Virat Kohli again doesn't seem to miss out too many times. Maybe looked a little bit sort of scratchy at the start. I haven't had a lot of cricket since that English tour. But you saw towards the end of that innings again his fluent best. So perfect day for India. I think West Indies perhaps could have kept the runs down a little bit, but tough conditions for the bowlers.
Yeah, it seemed all too easy, Courtney. I don't know if you agree with me or not. I sympathise for the West Indies bowlers. How do you rate their performance and what's been a tough day after losing the toss?
A very, very tough day. I mean, in India we knew it was going to be tough. I think that they came back well towards the end in terms of slowing down the rate a little bit and getting a couple of wickets, but on a nice batting track. I thought that they've stuck in there well and did well in the end. They could have probably dried up runs a little bit more, but I mean, they're playing against a top-class team, number one team in the world, and at the end of the day, India dominated. They won the toss, they know the conditions well, and they play to their strength, and it's day one to India.
At times, did you feel like it was too easy, even after that second session when they got a couple of wickets to perhaps claw themselves back or give them an opening? Was it too easy for Virat Kohli and Ajinkya Rahane early on?
I thought that just after tea, I thought, having a long off or a deep point, maybe to guys who were, 7, 8 at that point, Rahane or 5 or 6, and Virat Kohli not too many either. So maybe, those easy singles on offer could have probably been avoided by the West Indies. Maybe attacked with Gabriel, who was clearly the pick. Even in the last couple of overs, the pace was right up there. Really impressive in those conditions. Could have attacked those two when they were quite new into their innings. But those are little things you can pick up. But in conditions like these, eventually those are the things that matter. Yeah. Apart from that, I mean, those are really difficult conditions when you're missing two of your key bowlers or key members of your team in Kemar Roach and Holder. It's not going to help. So tough day for any bowling attack on that sort of pitch, especially against the Indian batting as formidable as they are in these conditions.
Yeah, not just Holder the bowler, but perhaps Holder the captain even. Courtney, you'd go with that? At times, perhaps when you wanted West Indies to just strangle or at least attempt to make life a little harder as much as the conditions were against them, India found it a bit easy?
Yeah, a little bit, but I mean, as I just said, point out as well, the attack was inexperienced. I mean, we have two guys playing 3 test matches between them. So that in itself, it's not going to be as well as you want it to be. And losing the captain is one thing, but then he has been the bowler who has been more consistent in terms of bowling lots of overs or less runs. So they have missed that experience from him as well. So it was always going to be tough. Probably a little bit too easy, but you can't be too critical on the guys on this type of wicket. And with the attack that we had in terms of the experience, maybe, as I just pointed out, we could have attacked a little bit more to two new batsmen, but it's tough conditions.
All right, fair enough. No more on the bowlers. We'll give them a little bit of breather. In fact, before we talk about the batsmen, let's have a more detailed word in praise of Shannon Gabriel, who's had great form coming into this series, Courtney. But his first test in India and on this pitch on day one, he looked head and shoulders above the other bowlers too.
By far. I mean, he showed guts, he showed determination, character. To have it to still be up there with speed at the last over of the day is something tremendous, and it shows that he's really putting in the work. He's fully fit, he's a lot more relaxed, he's enjoying his cricket, and he knows that he's the leader of the pack. You can tell that by his body language and the effort he's put in, and you can't fault him for that. I mean, he's giving it everything today. I don't know how he's going to feel tonight in terms of relaxing, but he needs to sort of refresh himself, because tomorrow is another day, and that's what Test cricket does to you. But today he was outstanding, he was quick, he was aggressive, and he was pretty consistent. His figures doesn't show the true reflection
Fair enough.
of probably how well he bowled.
He's thinking till that last over.
Yeah.
Good couple of bouncers, good bouncer to Rishabh Pant, even though he got hit for 6.
Yeah, and you want your strike bowlers to think wickets,
Yeah.
you know, and he was trying, and especially towards the end of the innings. Okay, Rishabh Pant's, that's the way Rishabh Pant's going to play as well. But those were two good bumpers. He got hold of them. On another day, top edges those. So no, you could clearly see the difference in quality between him and the other bowlers. As inexperienced as they were, he's clearly the pick.
I mean, on this pitch, to get a few to fly through and test your keeper, hit his gloves hard. Yes, Courtney, you had a point as well.
Yes, I mean, he bowled a ball to Kohli Virat this evening that sort of he left alone, and you could see the way how Dowich took it. That's some pace still, but it was still swinging in and good aggression. I mean, being hit for 6 in the last over, I didn't mind that because he had a chance. If it had wicket, would have been everybody will be saying, well bowled, but these things happen, but he showed good aggression right through.
All right, let's focus our attention on the batting now. India's batsmen, for all their problems and questions in England, are back in the comforts of home, but they needed to at least get among the runs, and most of them did. Let's start with Prithvi Shaw. It must be a very pleasing day for you at the cost of repeating ourselves, but 134, all that has been said about you, written about you in first-class cricket. Even if you get a flat track in Rajkot, you need to get those. If he would have got in a duck like
he's a Mumbai guy, isn't he?
Oh yes, please, let's soak that in.
No, it must be pleased after that performance. You know, at his age, okay, everyone's been talking about, he's already made the team for that last couple of tests in England, so you know he's on the verge of playing, and after Shikhar Dhawan and Vijay get left out, he's likely to make that 11. It probably be nice that he knew about it last evening, got himself more time to sort of prepare as well once you know you're playing. But you still have to go out and do it, and did it with a lot of class. Played the same way how he's got runs in first-class cricket, or different formats that he's been playing. There'll be tougher tests ahead, but the first one he's passed really well. Looked at ease, played a lot on the back foot as well. Okay, easy pace pitch, but still had to play the right shots at the right time.
Yeah, we speak of how there aren't too many proper or old school test match opening batsmen, Courtney, but maybe this is how test match opening batsmen will come along now. Teenage kids who come and score at a run a ball and score 100 at striking at 87.
That's how the game is evolving, and I mean, it was great to see. I mean, he played extremely well. He didn't show any fear. He showed composure. He wasn't afraid of playing his shots. He played some very, very good shots, and he seems to have a reasonably good cricket brain at this stage as well. Because I mean, he went after the bowler. He put away all the bad balls, and he just showed good composure. His shot selection was excellent, and I mean, it was a tremendous inning from him.
There's nothing that we... Yes.
Yeah, I mean, the temperament, again, stands out. Generally, in a young player is what you look at. Okay, it's only one innings.